Making 100k in FC25 is not the easiest thing in the world, and for some of you who've just got the game, it might seem way far off. But whether you're new to the game or you've been playing it since September, I'm going to show you how you can easily make 100k. You can go get some of your favorite players. And of course, all you've got to do to say thank you is drop a like down below and of course subscribe. We are going to be doing some giveaways for account upgrades. All you've got to do is join the Discord, free or premium. So make sure to get in there to be in for a chance of winning. And if you do want to buy yourself some coins, well, do you want the best team in FC25? Yeah, baby! Do you want to be able to buy players like this or this and not be stuck with a team like this? Oh! Then you need to head over to skycoach.gg, select the amount of coins or which weekend league boost you'd like, make sure to pop in Pro Recall at checkout and enjoy your new team. Of course, a lot of this video is going to be trading, investing and bidding. But first of all, if you have no coins, you have to use some SBCs. So what we do first is go to your upgrades. You're going to ignore your daily gold upgrade and you're going to go straight to your daily silver or your daily bronze. So for these two SBCs right now, all it's going to cost you is 6 players. So 6 bronze commons and 3 bronze commons, 3 silver commons. You get all of the packs available. And what you can do is take the rares from this into your Born Legend and Rising Star of your icons. And essentially what happens is you turn your untradeable bronze and silver rares into free coins. So basically each of these sets of Born Legend, Rising Star, it only requests bronze rares and silver rares. And because there's so many icons out at the minute, you've got a total of 10, you're able to walk away with about, on a lower end, 15k, and on a better end, 20k if you do all of these. Now, if you can only do a couple, that's still fine. It's a few thousand coins each set, so it's definitely worth doing. What you can do is if you've made at least 10,000 coins with it, you can go and buy marquee matchups, which is going to get you to a total, once you've done the marquee matchups, open the packs, sold everything from there, to around 25k. Now, if you can't do the marquee matchups part, that's okay, but it is very helpful if you've got the time. If you can't do it now, maybe you only make 5k out of that, it's okay, come back later. Marquee matchups is always beneficial. Now, the next thing at the minute that's really good is you can get a free draft token. So you can see there, I'm in the middle of a draft right now. I've won the first game. I mean, look at the squad. Obviously, I've won the first game, but we've won the first game with that squad, and then obviously I'm going to get 1 reward for it. Now, I could go into this match and I could quit that and get a decent reward that's going to get me about 8 or 9k back. Now, obviously, I'm going to try and win as many as possible. There is essentially loads of free draft tokens at the minute. If you play 1 game, I believe you get an objective which has a draft token in it. You've also got, if we go along here, a draft token upgrade, which is available to complete for 11 gold players. They have to be rare, but realistically, 11 gold rares being a draft token, if you put in untradables, you're pretty much guaranteed like 10k, roughly, you know, 9-10k back, because the rewards are so good. Obviously per game, if you win a game and then you get the, you know, the first set of rewards, it's really good. If you go out in the first round, you're still looking at near 10k as like a lower end, because they actually have upgraded the packs quite considerably this year. So it's worth getting that pack. It's worth getting the objective, because both of them are going to give you like a free draft each, which is going to get you like 10k each, or, you know, slightly less. So worst case scenario, you might walk away with 7k from a draft. Now, once you've done the initial build up, you've made a few coins, of course you're going to go to the transfer market, and that is where we are going to make the most coins. Now, of course, we've got options: investment, bidding, sniping, and I'm going to run through all of those. Now, investing right now is a little bit of a tricky one on the higher end market. The reason being, everything is dropping. What you want to invest in is fodder. Fodder is at an absolute low point. And for those of you who don't know what fodder is cards from 84 all the way up to 92 that are only priced based on their rating. So for example, if we go for right now, even Erling Haaland is a good example. His 91 rated card is the same price as every other 91 rated card. He's not good enough to exceed that price because of who he is, which he would have been in the earlier stages of the game. Whereas if you look at his special card, you know, his 92 card, that is not priced at the same price as other 92s because it's way better. So fodder is a card that is priced at the minimum for that rating. Brief education over fodder over. We're going to have a look at some easy filters. Now, one that I used for the whole start of the year was Premier League Women's. You want to go for Chelsea Gold Rare, I believe. I just want to check if it's centre back or defender. So centre back gets you Bright and Buchanan. And if we go for English defender, you get Bronze and Bright. So it's basically the two filters both work really well. Bronze and Bright is obviously 85 fodder, so both of them are the same price. It's very easy to snipe them because they are sat at the same price, and you can also bid on both of them. So if we have a look here, 2.7, 2.8 seems to be the mark for these girls. If I go down to 2.7, you've got very few actual pages and not many bids. 2.6, there's nothing. EA tax here is obviously 5%. I worked that out personally by going 10% and half in it. So 270, half that 135. So if we go here, we're making 65 coins a card. Of course, that is the sniping method. So we sit here, see if anything comes up at our 2.4 or less, and that's obviously where we're looking to buy. Now, our other option is we can go over to 2.6, for example. We can see there's now some cards here. We can do compare price. So this is where you click X and B, you reload the pages, and you're just looking for an easy buy on maybe a 2.5 or a 2.4 that you can try and get sold and make your profits on. If you are unsuccessful with both of those, what we can do is pop the max price to 2,000, for example, for 400 or 500, and we can bid on as many of these as possible. So for this one, I would bid 2.4. For this one, I can bid 2.4. And what you will see is a lot of these are at the minimum of 2.1. That's the cheapest you can get these cards for. So if you want to snipe, you'd snipe at 2.2 because the cheapest you can buy now them is 2,200. But if we bid on all of these, I might not win all of them. I might only win 1 or 2 of them, but every single one is a guaranteed really easy profit. And you can see a lot of these are all sat at the same mark. It's likely that someone else has bidded them, you know, the other ones that are cheaper already. So obviously we're not going to be able to get those ones yet. Now, obviously there are a lot of filters similar to this that are very easy to go through in your early stages. You've got Gold Rare, Brazil, Premier League, and Arsenal. That's the Gabriel triple. You've got Gabriel, and we've got Gabriel Jesus, and we've got Gabriel Martinelli. Obviously, similarly to that, what we can do next is keep the same filter on, but move that over to informs. If we go for special cards, what you'll notice is we've got Gabby Jesus. We've got Gabby Jesus, Gabby Martinelli, Gabby Jesus. We've got Gabby Jesus. They're both the same player. I've said that same name about 4 times, but you've got a lot of options here. Obviously, all 3 of them have an inform card, so you've got a nice selection of 87, 85, and 86 there that you can snipe between. Obviously, on your lower end, you're probably going to be picking up that Gabby Jesus 85, or maybe not. It's this Gabriel. Obviously, he got re-released, so he's a little bit cheaper. He is not a bad investment if you can get him around 13. And if we head over to the Serie A, you've got a similar situation if we go for Argentinian. So Argentinian, we want to go for forwards. We want a play style plus on. So for those of you who don't know what that is, just this thing above me. And what you will notice is for here, we've got Martinez informs, and we've got Milito. My brother kept calling him that. I've got that stuck in my head now. But what we can do for this one is pop this to around 12,000, and you're going to have a load of Martinez. Just above that, we're going to have Milito as well. So really not that far above it, you're going to see the likes of Milito coming in there as well. If we take off forward, I believe we also get in Dybala. So you get another range of players in there as well. Obviously, we can pop that down a little bit lower because he is worth a little bit less. Heading over to the Women's Premier League, if we go England, Special, and Defender, this is one of my favourite filters of the year. It's been absolutely crazy the amount of cards that fall under. You've got Bronze, you've got Greenwood, you've got Scott, you've then got Scott again, you've got Williamson. I believe there might even be another version of Williamson. We've also got Bronze. It's such an easy one to make decent profit. Obviously, Scott there on her own, you can do a filter of just those 2 cards by going Winter Wildcard Hero and having the same filter on, and it's just going to have those 2 cards, and you can snipe between those 2 because there's 2. It's still doable. But with the whole array of them, there's so many that you've got as an option. But I'll show you that Winter Wildcard version as well. If we go to, I think probably what, 70,000 coins, 70 about there. Okay, so they're both actually sat at around 80, 85. Very, very easy filter there to go between those 2. Now, I do apologize that some of that probably feels rushed. I'm actually on my way out for my New Year's Eve. I'm going very, very early. It's actually only 1 o'clock. But I hope you guys have a brilliant new year. I hope if you are subscribed to the channel that you stay sub through the year and enjoy the content. I hope you all have a brilliant year and a lovely New Year's Eve, and I'll see you in the new year.